Hello, all my Tiger Streaks out there today. Where are you? Hello, calling all my Tiger Streaks. Are you all barbecuing today? Hey, there you are. I knew everybody wasn't barbecuing today. Hello, all my Tiger Streaks. It is so good to see everyone today. I'm coming to you live, not from New York City, but from the great city of Chicago. Yes, I'll be coming to you live today from Chicago's Hyde Park area. So happy 4th of July, everyone, and I hope everyone is having a happy holiday. I know I am, even though I can't have any hamburgers and margaritas. It's okay. Getting ready for next week. And speaking of this week, Saturday will be the Chicago Pro. Now, I know that many of you were wondering if I was going to be on stage. I will not be on the stage, although I am here in Chicago. I will be taking appointments, though, for those that would like to book and meet with the Tigress. But I will be at the Saturday show to support the other girls on stage. So, good luck to my other Iron Sisters that are competing on Saturday. Knock them dead, yes. I know that I chose to do the show outside today because I did want to just enjoy some fresh air. So I know that it could be a little noisy out here for this particular episode. So I hope you guys can hear and see me. And hopefully we can have fun today. Yes, I am from New York City. And hello, Hollywood Raheem. I had a great time at your talk show. Thanks for booking me. Hi, Dino. And so we're coming again from live from Chicago, Illinois. And again, good luck to all my girls that are going to be on stage Saturday at the Chicago Pro. I will not be on stage, but I will be supporting my other Iron Sisters. Okay, and what other news we got going on before we start the show? There are 2 other stops that I'm going to make after Chicago. Well, a few other stops. I'll be in Virginia Beach. I will also be in North Fork, of course, to do the show, but also taking appointments. And then after North Fork, I will be in Virginia, DC area, and also Baltimore. So if you would like to book an appointment with me, hit me up at my DM and let's set that up. All right. And we have hit a huge milestone, guys. Yes, huge. I know you have been watching my numbers. And we hit the 10,000 followers. Yay! So to all of my old followers that have been with me from the beginning and all of my new followers, I want to say you all have been knighted to be Tiger Streaks. So welcome all of my Tiger Streaks, and for you that don't know what a Tiger Streak is because you're a new follower, well, a streak is a group or pack of tigers, and because you're my followers, you are now my Tiger Streaks. So I love you guys. One, because you support me, you keep me encouraged, you keep me motivated, and I hope that I can do the same for you. And so thank you for being with me for all of the years and watching me do the shows and encouraging me to keep going even when times when I felt disappointed in myself. You kept me going, and so for my fan base, for that, thank you so much. I needed that. And so I love you guys, and I hope that I can continue to get your support over the years as we venture into new projects and new things and bigger and better things. And so keep tuned as I begin to get into these new things, especially with the documentary getting ready to come out real soon. All right. Also, I want to give thanks to Sil. We got to the 10,000 number because of Sil working with the Funfair Film team. That is the team that is doing the documentary. And Sil is on that team, and she's responsible for making my numbers what they are there. Mwah. I love you, girl. Let's hit that next big number, 100,000. All right. So let's get it moving. Last week's show, what did we talk about? Well, we talked about beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And we talked about basically, I asked the audience 2 questions, especially my women viewers. And that is, what is your definition of what a female is? Or what is your definition of a beautiful woman? And what is your definition of a strong woman? And so I want to ask that question. We didn't go into detail when I asked the question last week, and so I would like to venture a little bit more and do it a little bit differently since we're outdoors today. I was hoping that maybe some of the passerbys we could also ask that question to and see what other people's point of views are about what a beautiful woman is and what a strong woman is. What is your definition of that? So I hope you can hear me over all the music and the excitement in the streets and stuff, but I just wanted to do the show outside. I knew it was risky to do the show outside, but when the noise gets loud like that, I'll try to get closer to the phone and talk louder. Living in the city, what do you expect? He on a bike too, look. Gotta be seen. Gotta be seen, gotta be heard. Anyway, it calls for an exciting show because you never know what's going to happen in the background. Okay, back to what we were talking about. I'm hoping that outdoors here we can ask a few people their point of views on what they feel or their definition of a beautiful woman and a strong woman is. And so hopefully we can get some different point of views other than mine and see what other people view as beautiful and as strong. All right. So, today's show, again, remember this is a 3-part series, Getting Your Sexy Back, which, I think is different levels of that, getting your sexy back. And so what today we're going to talk about is strong is the new sexy. And strength could be in different things. Again, we're gonna search out that definition today to find out what different people feel about what a strong woman is. Does it mean strong like this, or could it be strong emotionally, or maybe strong spiritually? What do you define as a strong woman, and do you pass that characteristics off onto other people? You know what I mean? Do you share that? Like, do you share your gift with other people to help them be a better person? So we'll find out. I don't know. But anyway, let's go on to today's show. Like I said, strong is the new sexy. And I had made a statement before. And the statement was that, especially since I have been doing a lot of traveling lately, and since I've been doing a lot of traveling, what I noticed in the interactions that I've had with people, particularly women, that look at my physique, and what I notice is that two things. And the two things are not all women, but most women. Most women want two things, and that is power and strength. I noticed that because a lot of women have come to me and said, "Wow, you look so strong, you look so powerful, I wish that I had that." I can't tell you, I would be a rich woman right now if I told you how many women have come to me and said that they wish that they can have the courage to do what I did as far as with my body, but one, they don't have, I guess they don't have the discipline, and two, they would be concerned about like how their husband or boyfriend or their family members would deal with that, because they have told me in different stories in the past, like I tried to get in shape one time before, and when I put on a little bit of muscle, my family kind of rebelled, or my boyfriend or my husband said this or that. And so a lot of times when I thought about that question, and I said, yeah, most women want strength, and they want power, but they're afraid to go after it because of that very thing that I just said, because of society rules, societal rules. And the societal rules say that, I hope y'all guys can hear me, the society rules say that women are not supposed to be muscular, women are not supposed to, speak out and speak their mind, and, all of these rules for society for women. You're not a female, or you're not a proper female if you don't do things in this way, in this box, in this certain term, and that type of thing. And I say, screw society rules. I'm going to do me and be me. And so that liberty that I have, I want to be able to share that with other women, because again, so many women have come to me and said, Dawn, you encourage me so much, and you inspire me so much, and I think that you're so strong, and I think that you look so confident. And I'm like, sometimes I don't even feel everything that people are saying to me, but, fake it until you do feel it for real. So if people feel that way about me, sometimes even if I don't feel that way about myself at times, maybe confident or something like that, shoot, I'll fake it until I make it real. What they say, fake it until you make it. Well, sometimes you have to do that with yourself. Sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. You know what I mean? And so sometimes if you don't feel confident in yourself, sometimes you have to fake it until you do. Put on a stern face and act like I could do this, even though inside you might be like terrified. You know what I mean? And so those two things I noticed, and like I said, I noticed before also that a lot of women will not go after. They won't even picture themselves as being a strong vessel. And I think this is something that's just coming about now. You notice it in movies, you notice it in commercials, and a lot of things like women fighting for themselves now, and women being more independent and stuff like that, and fighting the enemy more and whatnot. You notice that a lot more in movies and stuff now. It's becoming more mainstream. And so with that mainstream, I want to take that message as well, because I feel the same way. And that, society tries to put us into a box and try to make us fit in that box and make us stay there. And I want to tell women that you do not have to stay in that box, that you are liberated, girl. This is the 4th of July. This is more than just Independence Day. This is Independence Day for you. To free yourself from that old person into the new girl. Oh, yes. I like that. And so what I like to think is, what do they say? Knowledge is power. And I think that a woman who knows and understands her strengths and understands the uniqueness of her own beauty, that woman that understands her strengths and understands the uniqueness of her own beauty, she's a force to be reckoned with. When you can understand your own inner strengths, those things that make you an individual strong person, and those things that make you an individual beautiful person, both on the outside and on the inside, that person that can identify with that woman that can identify with that, she is a force to be reckoned with. Yes. You know what I call that woman? I call that woman a boss bitch. Yes. And I looked it up. I said, let me for my followers today, let me look up what a boss bitch is. Right? Let me read the definition to you of what a boss bitch is, in case you don't know. Give me a second to open my computer here. But I looked it up for you. We could jam to the music while I look it up. Okay, listen to this definition, okay? And the music is playing in the back for me, so we'll jam to the music while I'm reading it. Okay, check this out. A boss bitch, okay? When I read this definition, I was like, oh hell yeah, that's me. That's me. Even if I had any doubt in myself that, I don't think I could be like that, I would fake this until I freaking made this me. This is me. A confident, successful, and independent woman who speaks her mind and stands up for what she believes in. She keeps it 100, real with everyone, sets boundaries, and isn't afraid to go after what she wants. She's unique, courageous, and fierce. Her dreams are big, but her ambitions is bigger. She is an advocate for the empowerment of women and knows the strong mindset in putting herself first for the betterment of everyone and everything around her. I told you ladies that last week. You gotta put yourself first. Even though, yes, we all love our children, we all love our families, we would die for our children and people in our family, but you still gotta put yourself first, okay? boss bitch. So a boss bitch would do that. Okay? So for the betterment of everyone and everything around her, her positive energy, charisma, and drive to succeed makes her an influential leader, role model, and mentor to other women. She's a force to be reckoned with, and can be intimidated from afar. But once you get to know her, you'll realize she can be loving, a caring friend, confident, and your own personal cheerleader. And I said that because a lot of people look at me and be like, oh, she's so intimidating, she can whip somebody's ass. But you know what, I read that definition, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I am a boss bitch. Yes. And all of my women Tiger streaks, yes, you're boss bitches too. It's just that sometimes some of us take a little bit longer to recognize our strengths and our abilities and our beauties. But once you do recognize that, like, you know how people say, I found myself. You know, when I went to Europe, I found myself. And when I came back as a boss bitch. I came back with somebody who knows what they want to do, the direction that they want to be in, and how to get there, and all of that good stuff. And so I want to ask some other women their qualities and what may make them a boss bitch. So I don't know. There's a few people walking around on the streets today. I don't know if we can get anybody to participate in our show today, but I'm gonna see if we can. What do you think? Let's try to ask some people that are around us, men or women, because I'd be interested to get both sides' point of view. From a guy, what does a guy feel a strong woman is, and from a female's point of view, what does she feel? But first, before I do that, let's see if we have any questions here. Because we are doing this show a little bit differently, and I know that a lot of times I don't always have time to scroll back, but today I'm going to scroll back a little bit and see what we got going on. And I just want to say hello to everyone, and thank you for joining today. Hold on. Let's see if I can't get this thing to do right for me today. Let's see here if we have any questions. Somebody asked if I was from New York. I already said yes. Let's see here. And I'm going to ask some people out on the street here in Chicago, you know, what are their opinions about what a strong woman is, you know? And so I want you to ask yourselves as I'm doing that, do you think that you're a boss bitch? Do you think that you have the qualities that it takes to be a boss bitch? Because it sounds like a derogatory thing, but when you read the definition, you'd be like, oh, hell yeah, I want to be that. You love my biceps? I like them too. Okay, let's see here. We got it bumping over here. Women strong mentally of your words and wisdom and advice, physical power and action you have. Yes, Lawrence, thank you. Okay, I was just going through everyone. You can hear me loud and clear. Thank you very much. I'm glad because I wanted to do the show outside. I didn't want to be stuck in the house. Happy 4th of July to everyone, too. Let's see here. You look like a force to be reckoned with. I am. You don't want to fuck with this, okay? Okay, looks like we have no... who is my favorite rapper? I don't know. Biggie Smalls? I don't know. I'm old school. I don't know a lot of the new rappers. Okay, let's see if we could bug some people. How about you, sir? Can I ask you a question? Well, I'm doing a live show here. Say hello to my viewers. Say hello. And so I'm asking a question to some people out here, just randomly. What is your definition of a strong woman? What do you think your definition of that would be? What do you consider a strong woman to be? Huh? Character? She has to have strong character? Huh? Character within. I believe that's true. That does make a strong woman. Yes. Let's see. Do we have any other people? I was hoping to get some females' point of views here, too. We got a lot of guys walking the street today. A lot of guys walking around. Let's see here. Let's get up and get busy. So, any other questions from my watchers today? Let's see here. All right. Let's see if we can go ask some people. Hi. How are you? I'm doing a live show. We're on IG. And I'm asking my women viewers and women out on the street, what's your definition of a beautiful, strong woman?
What's my definition of a beautiful, strong woman?
Yes.
Okay. And that's
what do you consider yourself to be a beautiful, strong woman? Like me, I like my muscles and I think they look beautiful.
Right.
But that's my definition of beauty. What's your definition of beauty? And it could be anything that you want.
My definition of beauty is a few things.
Okay, let's hear them. Because my lady viewers want to hear.
Okay, so my definition of beauty is intelligence, self-confidence, just exuding self-confidence.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. And so what I'm trying to get across to my lady viewers is that strength and beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. So thank you very much. Tisha Thomas.
All right.
Are you on IG?
I am.
Oh, you must follow me. I do the show every Thursday in the page with the Tigress. But Tisha _ the Tigress.
Okay.
I would love to have you as a Tigress. Thank you very much for your time. So, character from another person and integrity and different things. And so these are some of the things that make a woman strong. Not so much the muscles, although the muscles are very nice. Let me tell you a quick story about muscles. I had a client one time. Since we're talking about strength and we're talking about beauty and different things like that, and I'm coming in different strides, sizes, even physical strength, let me tell you, girls. But I had a client one time, and when I started with her, she was like a toothpick, and like her heaviest weight was like the 3 to 5 pound dumbbells. That was like super, super heavy for her. And so as we worked together, the weights began to increase, and I got her all the way up to like 25, 30 pounds. But before we started to really get heavy with the weights, she told me a story. And the story was, when I used to go to the grocery store, I used to have to call the cab back to be able to get my groceries home because they were too heavy to carry. And so she said, after working with you and you know, doing the weights and everything, that now I carry like 4 or 5 bags home. What I'm saying is that a lot of women, they look at me and they're like, ooh, that's a bit too much muscle. What I'm saying, I said that story because a lot of women, although they may not want as much muscle as I do, remember what I said before, not every woman, but most women want 2 things, power and strength. And I don't care what shape, I don't care what size you are, I don't care what color, ethnicity you are, as far as a female is concerned, you want that. And I think that as a village of women, we need to teach each other how to empower that, how to embrace that, so that it's not foreign to us. I'm 48 and I'm just now, almost ashamed to say it, but just not really like coming into myself, coming into growing into feeling comfortable in my skin. And I know some women arrive at that in their 20s and 30s, but you know, I'm a late bloomer, because when you don't have that village of women to encourage each other, to teach each other, sometimes you have to learn things on your own. And so my thing is, the whole point of doing this series is that I can get us women together in a talking mode and getting us to encourage one another to see the value that we have as women and the strengths that we have as women. We're not this damsel in distress that can't do anything for ourselves. We're strong, independent females that can hold our own and can rule the fucking world if we wanted to, okay? So okay, guys, any other questions? You want me to flex and stuff like that? Well, this is not a flexing show, but I will give you a little bicep there. So again, see if we have any other people. We don't have a lot of people out here today. I wanted to question some people today. Let's see. We got another person coming up. Let's see if we can ask another question. Oh, yes. Because, again, we want to get some different point of views on stuff. Let's see here. Can I ask you a question? This is my live viewers from IG. My name is Tisha, and I'm doing a show called In the Cage with the Tigers, and I'm asking my ladies, what is your definition of a beautiful woman and a strong woman?
Oh, I don't have a good answer. I've been up since 5 a.m. I want to say something profound.
No, you don't have to. What is just your, what
Somebody
do you...
who's confident and believes in themselves.
There you go.
How's that?
I love it.
All right.
Thank you. So again, you know, I know that it may seem silly, but again, I just want to get the point out there that us girls that think that beauty comes in one shape and one size, and you know, you have to look like me in order to be a strong woman. You don't have to look like me. You don't even have to have one bicep to be a strong woman. But strength comes in character, your inner self, your beauty, and everything becomes things that are unique about you. I think those are the things that make you beautiful, are the things that make you unique and different from the other girl that's standing on the right of you and the girl that's standing on the left of you. I love my body because while it makes me stand out from all the other females, what I do like about it is that it does make me stand out, and it makes me unique from every other female that's around me. Like, yeah, how many females do you know walk around that looks like this? And so I embrace my strengths and physical, but I also embrace my strengths on the inward. I think one of the things that makes me personally a strong female, a strong woman, is the ability not only to lift weights, of course, that's obvious, but I think the ability to be able to accept people as they are. Period. I think that is a strong character in a person. I think that it's a character that not everyone is able to possess. There are people that are very judgmental and can't just get past that part of themselves when they look at another person. But when I see another person, I automatically want to get to know that person regardless of how they look. I think that it is a strength that I take a lot of pride in, because it allows me to, it opens up the door and allows me to meet so many different spectrum of people in my life, whereas when you close the door off and you limit yourself to people that can enrich your life. How about that? So, any other questions? I know we have a really like an impromptu type of show today because I am here in Chicago, and have been prepping also for the Virginia show next week, and also have been doing a lot of business here. So I thought that it would be a little bit different and fun to do the show outdoors today, as opposed to being inside. So I hope that you guys can hear me and that the noise is not too loud for you out here. One last flex. I'm not flexing anymore for you. Am I enjoying the 4th so far? I am, but you know, the summer months I don't really enjoy too much because I'm always getting ready for a show. So again, I want to do this a little bit differently than I normally do. I know that a lot of times I don't have a time to talk to you guys online. I wanted to know, yes, I will be in Virginia next week. I wanted to know if any of you guys had any questions that you may want to ask me. I know that I don't always have time to, when we do the shows, to be able to sit and talk to you. And so because things have been so hectic for me here in Chicago, my show and my presentation to you this week is a little short, but I wanted to interview some of the people out here, and I also wanted to again make that point that, you know, we get so tied up into thinking that, you know, this beauty's in the eye of the beholder, you know, that we have to look one way across the board. I want to break that myth, and I want to dispel that and say that, you know, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and to embrace that which is in you that is strong, and you find out what your strengths are as a female. What makes you strong? What makes you a strong individual? Are you a single mother? Is that what makes you strong? Or are you someone, like for me, I think one of the things that makes me a strong person is the ability to be able to bounce back from adversity. It's not something that everybody is able to do in a fashion that I think that not only you can learn from, but advance yourself as well in the process. And I found that that is a strength of mine, in addition to being able to bench 315 pounds. I'm just saying, guys. But again, there's no one size that fits all. And as I said before, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. And the moment that you realize that about yourself, I think that you take a lot of pressure off of yourself in comparing yourself to other people and devaluing who you are as a person and what you can bring to the table as a human being in society. And so my thing for all my women Tiger Streaks out there, I want you to see the 4th of July not only as Independence Day, but as your independence from this from society rules that tell you that you can't be and do what you want to be and do. I'm here to tell you that you can do that. And I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to start stepping up to the plate and being you and taking care of you and stepping up to the plate for you, because you're worth it. And you will notice that, because I know that I have, it seems like when you begin to start doing that, you actually start to begin to live life as you should, as it's supposed to be, and not in some type of mock stressed out about just things that you shouldn't even be stressed out about, even things in life. But when you're a strong person, when you're a boss bitch, should I read that definition again about what a boss bitch is? When you're a boss bitch, you know how to handle your business, and you don't let things upset you. And even when you do get upset, you never let it show. Like they say, you never let us see you sweat. And so let's read that one more time so that you know that you got it. What is a boss bitch? Well, a confident, successful, and independent woman who speaks her mind and steps up and stands up for what she believes in. She keeps it 100% real with everyone. Everyone. If she says you like it, then she's going to tell you she like it. If she says I don't like it, then she's going to tell you she don't like it. She don't have to say or be a ear pleaser, or you know how us women like to say yes to everything. You know what I mean? And so a boss bitch will know when to say yes and when to say no, and not be afraid to do either. Okay? She's unique and courageous and fierce. Her dreams are big, but her ambitions are bigger. She's an advocate of women empowerment. Us women got to stick together. Because if we don't stick together, who's going to teach the younger generation of young ladies that are coming up? Okay? It's our responsibility to stick together as women so that we can teach our young girls how to be strong women. And they can't be strong women if we walking around like damsels in distress. Okay? So, what I want you to remember the most, though, is this next sentence, that a woman knows that her strong mindset and putting herself first is for the betterment of everyone and everything around her. Know now, if you don't put yourself first, I'm telling you, the game is over. You got to put yourself first. Yes, you may have kids, you may have a boyfriend, you may have a husband, you may have ailing parents or whatever, but you come first. And the moment that you realize that, the better your life will be. Your stress level will automatically go down 100 points when you realize, you know what, you come first. Even if it's just a few minutes that you take for yourself, that you steal away in a bathroom somewhere and lock the door, and I don't care how much the kids are pounding on the door and the dog is scratching, you're not even there. You just be like, this is my time. Whatever it is that you got to do to get your time. Whatever it is, even if it's in the gym. For me, it's the gym. that's my sanctuary. When I go to the gym, that's my place to get away. That's my place to work it out. That's my place to be happy. That's my place to be sad. That's my place to meditate. And for you, it might be the steam room, or for you, it might be, whatever it is for you. But you need to take that time for you, because when you are good, everybody's good around you. Like I said last week, when mama happy, everybody is happy. And so you want to make sure that you take care of you. And she's a force to be reckoned with, and can be intimidating from afar. You know, people don't like strong women. They can be so intimidating. But forget all of that. You be that intimidating person, because you know what? What's really going to come out if it's really in your heart is the true character that you are, and that is a loving, caring, confident person that is anyone's best friend who deserves your friendship, because everyone doesn't deserve the friendship that we as strong women have to offer. And so, what time do we have here? We got 20 more minutes. We're doing good on time. So any other questions, my loving Tiger Streaks, on this 4th of July day? I'm so glad everyone has came and spent time with me on this day. I mean, you're not out cooking and having hamburgers for me. I mean, I thought you would be throwing back some beer or something for me. Okay, who we got here? Hello. Oh, you look beautiful today. Oh my goodness. Come here for a sec. Just for 1 sec. Because I'm doing a live show and I'm asking a question. What do you consider a beautiful, what is your definition of a beautiful, strong woman? Because you are beautiful. I think.
My definition.
Yes, your definition of a beautiful.
Right at it.
Yeah, oh, baby. I love it.
I love it too. That's a great line. I feel better already.
Oh, well, I'm glad you do. So what? Talk to my viewers here. This is my show, In the Cage with the Tigers. I'm asking passerbys, what is your definition of what a strong woman is, or a beautiful woman? What's your definition of that?
Oh my goodness, a strong and beautiful woman.
Yes, what's a strong and beautiful woman to you?
It would be a woman of character.
Ah, we heard that a lot today, viewers, haven't we? Yes.
Yeah, character. I'm talking about some of that shit that ain't around anymore. Like used to be good values and stuff, but it just ain't there.
Right. I think a lot of social media and the internet and all of that has taken a lot of social skills and stuff like that away. What do you think?
I think it's all fake news.
Thank you, sir. Well, there you go. What time is it? I think it's like 5:35, 5:40. It's a quarter to 6. Quarter. Yeah, because we're an hour behind on the East Coast. I get the times mixed up. Yes, okay. So again, a lot of what people are saying is character, which I think all of us really already know that. But strength just doesn't come with physical strength like this, but also what's in the person's heart, how they conduct themselves. These are all things that make, I think, a strong person, not just a woman, but a strong person, but in particular a strong woman, because I think that we are trained from birth to believe that we are the weaker vessel, and that we can't do certain things, and that we can't reach the top or break the glass ceiling or anything like that, that there is always some type of limitation on that. But I'm here to say that you can do whatever you want to do, and only you can set your own limitations as far as what you can achieve in life. If it's in your mind, remember we talked about previously about if you can think it, then you can be it, you can do it. You know what I mean? And so it's all about visualization, and we all tie these lessons and stuff together because they all tie into each other, as far as visualizing yourself and self-confidence and all of this about building character. And so that's what I'm about. I'm all trying to build my character, and as I do it, I hope that I can, reach out to you guys and be that loving community where we help each other out in doing so. So, on this 4th of July weekend, again, I am going to be leaving here on Sunday, or Monday rather. I'll be leaving here, going to Norfolk, Virginia, and I hope that anybody who is here in Chicago will come and support the girls that are in the show if you're in or near Chicago area, and if you're in or near the Norfolk area, I hope that you will come and support me. So on this episode of In the Cage with the Tigress, again, part 2, and that is strong is the new sexy. I think it is sexy to see a strong, independent, confident female that knows what she wants and knows the direction that she is going in. And I tell you, when I came back from Europe, I felt like that strong, confident boss bitch that we talked about. So I'm hoping that you can be encouraged to be the same, because it's all within you. We all have that strength. We all have that capacity to be the best selves that we can be, and have the ability to be able to encourage one another to also be their best selves. But you can't do that unless you first work on you first and encourage yourself. And so, and wrapping up today's show, what time do we have here? And wrapping up today's show, I just want to make a couple of other announcements. Let's see here, what time do we have? Well, we still got good time here, and if this is right, I'm pretty happy. So let's see here, do we have... You love this? Well, I'm glad that you love it. I know that the show was a little bit impromptu today, and I do apologize for that, but again, it was a little bit more busier than I would have liked it to be to do the type of prepping that I would like. But still, the message that I wanted to get across is that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and that, you know, this damsel in distress type of old image of a female is out the door, that the new age female is strong, both physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally. You know what I mean? And so I just want to encourage my tiger streak, my female tiger streaks, because the more that I encourage my female tiger streaks, I encourage myself. Well, I'm glad that you feel that I am a role model. I just want to do the best in trying to encourage people. I know that when you pay it forward, as far as any experience that you have learned in life, and if you can pay it forward where other people can learn from that, then it is so worth it. And I just feel that when I was in Germany one time, there was this feeling that came over me all at once, and it brought like tears to my eyes, because at that very moment it hit me and it dawned on me that I said to myself, wow, everything that has been happening to me, all of the hate, all of the derogatory stuff, everything that used to make me come home and fucking cry, it's all happened for a reason. And I feel like it's happened because now with this platform that I have, this growing platform that I have of 10,000 people, that I can now have my women viewers to talk to and to encourage and to uplift and to motivate. And everything that I went through, you know, putting this muscle on and dealing with society, and that, and society not accepting it, it being such a taboo here in the States, everything that I had to deal with that, it has just made me a stronger woman. You know, what doesn't kill you really does make you stronger. And so, as a woman, I just want to share that, because I know that as a woman, I can identify with how we feel, and feeling that, you know, we got to say sorry for everything, and we have to, you know, feel badly because we can't spend, you know, as much time with our kids as maybe we would like to because we got to work or different things like that. But I'm saying to you that you don't have to feel bad about those things. The more that you are you, and the more that you are this boss bitch, I'm telling you, even your children, when they get older, they will be proud of that you have taken on this character of a strong woman, an independent woman that your daughters can look up to, and even your sons can look up to and say, you know, when I get up with a female, I want her to be a strong woman like my mother. You know what I mean? Yes. What part of Virginia am I going into? I'll be going to Arlington, Virginia. When I come into the D.C. area, it'll be close to, like, on that borderline between, I think it's called Froggy Bottoms or someplace in the D.C., Virginia, right there at the border line. I usually will stay there when I leave Norfolk. And I will also be in Norfolk, Virginia as well. So Norfolk, Virginia Beach first, and then Norfolk, and then I go to Arlington, Virginia, Arlington, D.C., Virginia area, and then D.C. will be the last stop before going to New York, and then heading to Miami, Florida, and then I believe Tampa. If I have to do the Tampa Pro, I'll be going to Tampa. So hopefully we'll do well at Linda Mary's show, and maybe I won't have to do the Tampa show. But if I do have to do that, if I don't earn enough points in the Linda Mary show, if I don't win it outright, or if I don't earn enough points, then I will have to, of course, do the Tampa show to be able to get enough points to go to Arizona. Okay? Can you feel me? I don't think I could feel you, hon. Not on the camera. This is not that type of show. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Okay, we got a singer. Can you please check your DM? I will after the show. Can you arch your neck for... Y'all are asking me some weird requests. Now, this is a nice show, and I want to keep it nice and clean. You want to do all that other stuff, we have to go to other websites for that, okay? Request to be in a live video. Well, I will have video. I will have future shows that I want to do where I'm going to have guests come on, both live here with me and also on the camera. I'm going to be doing that very soon. But what I would like to establish first is a nice interaction between you guys when we are doing the live shows, so that I know when I have a guest on that you're going to participate. So let's see if we can participate first before I have a guest on. All right, so let's wrap it up. I know that today's show is a little bit shorter than usual. If we don't have any other questions, and I am looking for questions, and I hope you guys are seeing me here. Where are we at here? Let's see here. You will participate every time. Well, guess what? I'm always very grateful for everyone's support that comes every Thursday to the show. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. And I'm always very appreciative of those that participate in the show. We got about maybe 10 more minutes to go. For next week's show, I do want some participation, so I'm extending this invitation out to my viewers, and tell other viewers the same thing, that to send in any questions that you have for next week's show dealing with getting your sexy back. What are some ways that you have gotten your sexy back? That's the question. What are some ways that you have taken lengths to get your sexy back? For me, I lost 130 pounds in 18 months, and I got my sexy back. And I know that's a physical attribute, but with that physical attribute, it helps to also, it gives you the self-confidence, the inner things as well, so you get your inner confidence up as well when you're able to do the whole package. You know what I mean? So it's not just an outward thing, but it's an outward thing that you work on the inward too at the same time. You know what I mean? I need a TED Talk. Someone else told me that I need to do a TED Talk too. I'm going to look into that. I don't know all what's involved in TED Talks, but you're not the only one who has told me that. A handful of people have already told me that, along with getting involved with Toastmasters, which is a organization dealing with speech making. And so I will look into that. I hope that I did. I know, again, I always worry when I do these shows that people are going to be so freaking bored to death of me just sitting in front of the camera talking. But I just hope that even if it's just one person that walks away from this and say, wow, she was really encouraging to me today, then it's all worth it to me. Like last week I had a girl tell me that she started a group of 30 and 30 people joined her group, but she started the group because she saw my show. And like that made my day when she said that, because it's just like, wow, I touched one person and one person was able to touch 30 people. And I'm hoping that those 30 people, hello, are watching today. So, you know, it's things like that that makes me, when I think about the fact that I got a platform of 10,000 people and it's growing. A platform of 10,000 people that is growing, that is huge. And I just want to be a positive role model for those that look up to me, those women that look up to me and say, you know what, I want to be a strong, confident woman like she is, you know, but I want to be my own confident. I want you to be your own confident woman. Don't be like me, because I'm me and nobody can be the Tigress, but you can be you. And that's what I want you to understand. Stop trying to be somebody else. Find your own strengths, because your strengths may not be, my strengths may not be your strengths, and your strengths may not be mine. You feel what I'm saying? And what you feel to be beautiful, it might be something different that I feel to be beautiful. Like, I love my muscles. I think they look beautiful. But the person next to me might be like, ooh, that's a bit too much. You know, so beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so when you look in the mirror, you are that beholder. What do you see in yourself? What beautiful person do you see looking back at you? And don't always focus on the physical attributes, because beauty comes from within. You know, what kind of beautiful person are you from within? But also, like I spoke to you last week, and I said, even if it's just one thing that you can find physically on yourself to say, you know what, I only like this on me. Like I said, I only like my toes, or only like my nose, or whatever. You take that one thing and you just nurse it until it spreads like all over, and you are loving your whole body. You're loving your whole self. You know what I mean? Okay. You will never get bored. Well, I'm glad that you said that. That does make my day. I'm really happy to hear that. Let's see here. Any other questions, my Tiger Streaks? Now when I have the time to be on the camera with you guys, you don't want to talk. You get the Tigress cat has got your tongue. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Eddie. Glad that you can make it. Yes, and Eddie wants to know how you can support. Well, like I like to tell all of my viewers how you can support me. There are different ways that you can support. You can be a sponsor, and you can sponsor the whole contest season. I would like that. Someone did that for me last year. But if you're not able to sponsor a whole contest season, then there are other ways that you can support myself, the Tigress, and the next two contests that I am prepping for. I did send in the contract for the North Fork Pro, so I will indeed be on that stage. It's just that my trainer and I decided not to do the Chicago Pro. We felt that it would be better to do the North Fork, and if necessary, the Tampa, if we're going to try to get into the Phoenix show. So, but if you would like to support me and you can't do the whole season, that's fine. You can support an item such as maybe getting my tanning done, which is $150, or maybe you want to support me by getting a plane ticket or a night in a hotel room. There's different ways that you can do that. I've had someone that just sent a donation, and I want to thank my supporter for sending me a donation. I'm able to get take care of the expense for the pro card, and so little things like that I am very, very, very appreciative of. And so if you would like to do that, if you'd like to send in a donation, even if it's just $5, you know, I have a fan base of 10,000 people. So if one person gave $1, that would take care of the contest season probably for next year too. But if you would like to donate, what you can do is send to tishathomas@gmail.com. You can send that to Cash App, Venmo, or Google Pay. And if you would like some more, if you like some more information or want to ask me a question personally about the donation and what you would like to give, you can DM me and I'll get back to you on that. But again, all your donations that you do send go directly towards the cost and expense of the competition. Or if you have sent the money specifically for something, it will go specifically for that. If you sent the money for a plane ticket or a night in a hotel room, then it will go for that. And if you if you send me your address, I can send you a nice gift, like a signed, autographed picture. How would you like that? I think that would be cool. So maybe for your donation, you get a nice signed, autographed picture, a custom picture. That would be even better. So in the pose that you like, an outfit maybe that you like, a custom picture for your donation. But again, what time is it here? I have to always keep track of the time here. So yes, that is one way that you can support me. And of course, I'm always appreciative of those that are not able to send money, but send well wishes and encouragement and all of that, because that's always helpful too. Because as an athlete, I'm not always feeling 100. And so sometimes when I go online and I get my followers, my Tiger Streaks to say, stay in there, keep your head up, or sometimes when I don't place the way that I want to place in the show, my Tiger Streaks come right to the rescue and say, don't worry, next show, you stick in there, you hang in there. So my fan base are extremely important to me, and I love you guys to death. And so thank you very much. I don't even think I could have made it this far without you guys. You know what I mean? Because we all say, people that are successful, there's no one that is successful that has made it there by themselves. But everyone who is successful in life has had someone or a network of people to help them get to that point. And definitely I have had that network of people, from my roommate Eddie Zoller to the people that I have just met in my life that's doing the documentary, like Philip and the Fun Fair team. I'm telling you, I'm just the people that I've met in my life have encouraged me. They have helped me to grow inwardly, and these are the people that you want to surround yourselves with as you become that boss bitch. You begin to do that makeover. You want to surround yourself around with people that can help you to build that strong character within yourself and help to nurture you and help you to believe more in yourself. And the people that I have surrounded myself with has done that for me. So yes. Let's see here. Oh, you think that I've influenced you? Well, I'm glad that you feel that way. And I'm glad that I can influence. If it's just one person that I can influence, that means a lot to me. And so for you to say that, I'm very appreciative. And I hope that each week that you come to join me, that you can just get a little bit, you can take a little bit away. And I don't even mind if you add too, you know what I mean? Like I said, when I do, the real Miss Olympia is me. Well, you know what? It was always my dream to be the ambassador for this sport, and I'm hoping that in my last couple of years of competing, because there are some other things that I want to do. So this year I will be competing, and next year we'll see. I definitely want to leave gracefully, but before I do, I definitely want to. People dropping stuff out there, gotta watch. I definitely want to represent not only my sport, but I want to represent women in general. That's where I want to take my campaign, because I think that is bigger than just women's bodybuilding. I think that women need to hear the message that you can do and be whatever fuck you want to do and be happy and proud about it. And so that's the message that I want to get across, and that goes beyond the stage of women's bodybuilding. But thank you very much for thinking that I should be the real Miss Olympia, because I think that too. I think that I would make a good representative, because not only would it be just about me, but I would just want to make sure that I reach back to those girls that are amateurs and create some type of programs. I think that in bodybuilding, when you win the show, that I think that just like a Miss America and on all of those pageants that the women have to go and they have to do, you know, speeches and they have to go from place to place. I think that even as an athlete, because women's bodybuilding is a dying sport, that it's necessary that we go back and we talk to the youth and we talk to the amateurs and we reach back and we give and we, you know what I'm saying, we make it so that it is not a dying sport, and we see and we make people appreciate our division and not fade us out. So as a representative, I would want to do that. I would want to make sure that I do that. And I don't think that enough of our winners, when they do win, I feel like they don't do enough of that. I wish I could see more of that, of them go back into the bodybuilding community and make more of an impact there. And so, yes, I'm going to give it my all this year, and I'm going to give it my all next year, and we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for joining me again for another episode of In the Cage with the Tigress. I love you guys, and please join me again next Thursday. I think we'll be coming from Virginia somewhere next Thursday. I love you guys. Take care. Mwah. Ooh. Bye.